What does YouTube not want you to see? Those strange ghosts still haunting the website. There have been many ages to YouTube, and the amount of spam has varied between them. Throughout the many sections of the website, music has always been the widest and most exploitable category to spam. This is despite efforts to suppress certain tactics to exploit the category. Fake channels, fake comments, and fake lyric videos? That last one is the most interesting. Those are the ghosts. There exists an entire sea of dummy lyric videos left over from a particularly bad wave of spam between 2014 and 2016. Dummy lyric videos, or ghosts, are the best way to describe these videos and channels. On the surface, they share the same traits. A blue textured background, simple black text, often misspelled and misformatted lyrics, then strange public domain tones that give them this derelict number station broadcast feel. Before this video, these channels appear to have gone unnoticed on the wider internet, beside a scant few comments scattered across their videos in English, Spanish, and German. This channel is bizarre indeed. They acquired several million views, but that is not much when scattered over thousands of videos. They simply existed to bulk post these strange karaoke videos. Karaoke in quotation marks there. Since the mid-2010s, the YouTube algorithm has largely left these videos behind, or hidden them, but the channels, the two I could find, have not been purged. As will be discussed later, there are obviously more, but the two I have been able to dig up are named Cyndi Schreier and Lorilee Hilden. Now, I cannot take full credit for finding these channels. Nobody did directly. Appropriately enough, these spam channels were apparently found by another bot. Cyndi Schreier was discovered by a Discord bot, as far as I understand. One of my friends was looking for a Pete Seeger song when the bot pulled up this. This is not a Pete Seeger song. It is barely a song. It is more an ambient tone than anything. It can be somewhat disturbing when one is expecting a Pete Seeger folk song, and then this starts playing. These odd videos should be examined at the mysterious source then. How can karaoke steal your identity? But before that, afraid of ghosts on the internet then? Well, if you like exploring dark crevices, you do not have to go it alone nowadays. Atlas VPN is a new VPN, virtual private network for those not in the know, on the market, and it's making its presence known, like with me here. For anyone looking to get into VPNs, Atlas VPN has a lightweight process, easy-to-use interface, and a dynamic VPN setup for surfing the web. There's even a free version to test out, and it can be paid for in crypto. Yes, that's right, you can pay for Atlas VPN with certain electronic internet monies. Here's a little on how Atlas VPN can protect both you and your personal information on the hunt though, so you don't wind up the victim with a fake bot profile on YouTube. That's right, that could be you. Not only does Atlas VPN offer the usual global servers for the explorers, optimized servers for the streamers, and special Privacy Pro Safe Swap servers, Atlas VPN is also interested in your safety overall. Beyond blocking ads and malware, the VPN has these neat tracker blocker and data breach monitor functions. Tracker blocker makes sure no malicious entities are tagging you on the internet, and the data breach monitor checks that none of your email information is floating around out there to make sure there are no other yous on the web. If you like this Pseudiom here, you need a good deal and good speeds. Atlas VPN offers both. I've used it for research, to check foreign websites, for ideas, browse foreign selections on Amazon, and you can even use it to get around all those annoying geo-blocks and locks. You can also use it for Netflix too, if you're into that. Use it on multiple devices to do any of that important browsing or watching anytime. With a huge discount at the moment, you can get an Atlas VPN 3-year subscription for $1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's a limited time offer though. Grab the deal right now by clicking the link in the video description. Now, let's catch up with those ghosts with Atlas VPN turned on. While there is no apparent proof, it is likely the same person or force was behind both these channels. Both the Cyndi Schreier and Lorilee Hilden channels were opened on September 26, 2014, both on the exact same day. With how similar they are, that is no coincidence. All the videos on the first channel, the Cyndi Schreier channel, were uploaded between December 27th and December 28th, 2015. That channel has 4,964 videos. That means almost 5,000 videos were uploaded in the span of about 2 days, if not less. The Lorilee Hilden channel is a little more sensible, but all the videos on that channel were uploaded between December 29th, 2015 to January 6, 2016. All the channel's 4,975 videos were uploaded in about the span of a week then. Almost the same number of uploads too. Beyond the basic statistics, the similarities between these channels run much deeper. Notice the fact that the Lorilee Hilden channel began uploading immediately after the Cyndi Schreier channel stopped uploading. Were both stopped for spam? It appears using actual names and fake profile pics of real people was an attempt to get around the spam filters. Still, it does not make the channels seem any more real, and only makes them slightly creepier if anything. Spam channels using, as will be explored later, stolen profile pics. Were these channels created for people though? Or even by people? The fact they were tagged with lyrics and karaoke means they were intended to leak into the 2014-2016 YouTube algorithm to attract viewers. Both the channels post the exact same style of lyric video, or as the video tags refer to them, karaoke videos. In format, these videos are rather pedestrian, if mechanical. They share the same blue textured background, a white glow over that, then simple black lyrics typed, likely not by human hands, over that. Occasionally, there are some errors that show up though. Certain letters and characters, usually accent marks, do not translate into the video text, which implies the lyrics were scraped from the internet. Whatever program or bot was used was not able to convert these characters, for some reason. These glaring errors also means there was probably no human supervision, so this was probably a bot farm-like operation. There are thousands of these videos to scan through though, but those errors appear again and again. The defining trait of these videos is how they do not even use the music they advertise on video. They are karaoke videos without the karaoke music. All these videos use the exact same public domain tones and ambient tracks, if they can even be considered music. About the same selection of a dozen or so. This was likely done to avoid copyright bots and regional blocks. There are some curious cases on certain videos. The most popular video on the Cyndi Schreier channel with 60k views is 15057 Nelly Ride With Me, or Nelly's Ride With Me. The lyrical formatting makes it very obvious the lyrics were stripped from the internet. Then there are the songs with time errors, 15097 Nina Argenti Arguento Argentuan lyrics is only 1 minute and 5 seconds, but the actual official song is around 4 minutes. Then there are the songs which really do not make sense and why were they even uploaded. There is one for Phil Collins' Two Worlds finale from Tarzan, which is incredibly brief, being only about 1 minute 15 seconds. Confusingly then, the uploaded 18005 Phil Collins' Two Worlds finale lyrics is only 32 seconds long. The result is, with no music, wrong lyrics, and often incomplete songs, these videos do not make very good karaoke videos. The music tones are too featureless to be anything, and were definitely added to each video by an automated machine program. The absolute menagerie of songs also shows these videos were auto-generated by a bot, likely to fish for clicks. The selections of the songs are a mixture from English, German, and Spanish, with comments in respective languages. These chosen songs then were probably all grabbed from a singular database, then auto-uploaded. It was a scattershot as little human interaction tells for each video. It was a mass upload in hopes of exploiting YouTube's system for monetization. What is with those strings of numbers in each video title then? That is another element to the overall weirdness. Those codes link into the theory all these videos were pulled from a single catalog or database. They appear to be karaoke song codes. Codes used to search for a song on a karaoke machine or in a catalog. That is only a guess though. I have not been able to find any karaoke database with these exact code strings. I was able to pull up a catalog from a German website called karaoke-party.at, but it seems defunct. Copyright is from 2013. Reminder, these channels were opened in 2015, so that would be somewhat contemporary if by 2 years. But none of the listed codes match the catalog. The names on these channels do imply they both originated from Germany, but yet certain German characters fail to render in the videos. Cyndi Schreier and Lorilee Hilden both sound like generic German names. The catalog of karaoke codes from Karaoke Party does not match the codes/strings of numbers on the videos though. Both channels though seem to at least draw the same codes from the same source, but it's unclear what that source is. What about those names though? Are there any leads through them? They are both incredibly fake, so it's a bit difficult to suss out which way to take it. The profile photos do not even appear to be from Germany. Reverse image searching both profile photos, one will be directed to Russian/Cyrillic people search websites. The picture for Cyndi Schreier, the one that looks like a 2000 scene girl, is apparently associated with the username inrenar808, but it appears to be an outdated name, username, and photo. It is difficult to tell who exactly the photo was scraped from, and if it was not just another fake profile, essentially copying a fake, copying a fake, copying a fake, usually used for spam profiles. The Lorilee Hilden photo is much the same, but it directs to some more, interesting posts. One off this Russian website, MedCenter, though this appears to be another spam farm or fake website front. The Lorilee Hilden profile photo was for an account named Jean Vasilieva. That account posted this comment in Cyrillic on the page. And I can tell you about the result, and it's very positive. There was discomfort and dryness, but after the suppositories every day, it got better and better. After 7 days, I was tested again, and everything was fine. No infection. Yes, that's a post about anal supplements. Occasionally, if one reverse Google image searches these profile photos, they can get some pretty strange results. I have found links to the Russian social media site Vkontakt, fake website fronts that lead to the Wayfair furniture website, not kidding, and once to a certain video of a Filipino or Indonesian lady talking into her phone camera with about 30k views. Commenters posted in the comments they found it after reverse image searching a selfie of themselves. These results cannot always be replicated though, so you have to take my word for it here. So what was the purpose of these fake ghost channels? Probably to get around Google Plus integration on YouTube from 2013 and dodge spam filters. By 2015, when these channels were opened, YouTube was cracking down on spam comments, spam videos, and spam channels, which these obviously are. This was preceded in 2012 by YouTube wiping 2 billion fake views from music and music-related videos across the video site. 2013 to 2015 was a particularly bad period for spam on YouTube, so management, as usual, attempted to solve it in the worst possible way by forcing Google Plus integration. Also, it was a poor attempt to promote Google Plus. Remember Google Plus? These two channels, and likely many more abandoned across the website, were clickbait farms trying to profit off the expansion of things like Vivo across YouTube. Even if they could only get a fraction of clicks, when YouTube's system was based off clicks, they could still turn a profit. Dozens of videos off the Cyndi Schreier channel were able to get more than 10k views off this strategy. While they are largely buried by other uploads today, one can still turn a few of their lyric videos up in searches for more obscure songs, with less related uploads. The strategy was to create fake lyric videos to get confused clicks, not use the actual music to avoid copyright music detection, then upload them to spike the algorithm. It seems to be a singular person's plan to harvest clicks/watch time by exploiting the music and click-based recommendation system at the time, around 2013-2015. A symptom of why YouTube soon after changed the algorithm to one based off impressions and watch time, for better or worse. These channels were only active post-2012 due to exploits in the YouTube algorithm and SEO manipulation. As the monetization system opened up to more and more channels throughout the 2010s, people were looking to make money off YouTube in any way possible. Though it was largely bot-generated spam, these channels were innovative in a manner. It was manipulating SEO, search engine optimization, but it forced both the platform and content to evolve. All these channels and spam comments flooded YouTube to force themselves through the monetization system in 2012-2015, so it was just a cheap attempt to make some cash. As was observed on the sharp spike of spam in 2013, the spam found on YouTube is directly related to the attractive profit offered by the monetization system. According to a press release by Google, more than 1 million advertisers are using Google ad platforms. The mobile revenue on YouTube is up 100% year over year, and the number of hours people are watching on YouTube each month is up 50% year over year. At the same time, according to Nextgate, a computer security company, just in the first half of 2013, the volume of social spam increased 355%. For each spam found on any social network, other 200 spams are found on Facebook and YouTube. These channels/videos could have also existed for more utilitarian purposes in certain regions. One should look at Germany specifically. From 2009 to 2015/2016, GEMA, or GEMA, Germany's music royalty organization, blocked music videos on YouTube across the country. The dispute between YouTube/Google and GEMA is long and complicated, but it boils down to this. YouTube refused to match the ad rates/royalties the German music royalty organization declared was necessary for the minimum for artists in the country. GEMA wanted 0.16 per view, and YouTube said the rates would only match 0.01 per view. GEMA later offered YouTube an interim rate of 0.013 per video, but Google declined to pay that too. So all YouTube music videos ended up blocked in Germany, and the two parties went into arbitration, until it was silently settled in 2016. Germany has notoriously tight copyright laws and royalty rates. So what does this have to do with those ghost lyric channels? There are several interesting German connections which have already been mentioned. The German channel names, the German lyric videos, and the possible links to the German karaoke party website. It all points back to these channels being created to exploit/circumvent the German video block. These channels used clickbait video titles, avoided using licensed music, and probably were using German karaoke codes. All suggest an effort to subvert the geo-block to farm German clicks. This is not unique to Germany either. A similar block briefly happened in England, where the PRS blocked premium music videos, whatever that means, on YouTube after YouTube refused to pay higher rates, saying, "The costs are simply prohibitive for us. Under PRS's proposed terms, we would lose significant amounts of money with every playback." This category of fake music cloning was, and still is, a patented strategy in the online music business. Similar things used to happen on iTunes, where copycat bands/albums would pop up to exploit the names of hot songs and their popularity. Nothing about these channels are new, they are simply strangely formulated in a new medium/website. Jeremy Wade Morris, in Music Platforms and the Optimization of Culture, observed that there are always these exploiters. Almost any popular contemporary song has a series of clones and copies designed to trick users into playing secondary versions of songs, most of them not properly licensed, and thus generating royalties for the cloner and not the cloned. Some clones are not even songs, they're often just 30 seconds of white noise or a commercial. White noise, huh? That sounds familiar. While not exactly the same issue, Spotify has similarly been accused of promoting fake artists in channels. At least, been accused. That's not exactly what was happening. Basically, Spotify's system promotes playlists that are used for easy listening and background noise. The algorithms for these automatically generated playlists select for certain sounds and musical formulations that appeal for longer listening, thus more ad and subscription revenue. Thus, the algorithm promotes certain songs through these playlists, which millions of people listen to. They then add these songs to their own playlists, which spreads them by contagion. This style of music has been called Spotify core or sync-friendly music. Music designed, produced, and posted on Spotify to exist for the Spotify algorithm. That was until 2016 and 2017, when several people and outlets, like Vulture, noticed many of the artists behind these songs did not exist. Or apparently did not exist. The Swedish newspaper Dagens Nyheter reported there was an estimated 830 fake artists under this definition on the music app. Well, these artists did exist, but only on Spotify. Artists and musicians named things like Amity Cadet, Charlie Key, Anna Olgica, and Advitatus? with millions of listeners but no other information on the internet. No webpage, no social media, and no credits outside Spotify's closed garden. These personalities and most of the songs existed only on Spotify. Anonymous ghosts writing fodder music to satiate their recommendations. This made people suspicious these fake profiles were directly contracted with Spotify, but that assumption turned out to be incorrect. There is no explanation for each individual artist, but generally, these people are either anonymous pseudonyms or people working under studio names. Largely, the reason for the fake names was so this commercial work they posted on Spotify was not connected to their individual personal portfolios. Spotify's response when asked if they were involved with this fodder music was, "We do not and have never created fake artists and put them on Spotify playlists. Categorically untrue. Full stop." Spotify even has a message for actual fake listeners and spam songs. Your song was removed because the song was streamed a massive number of times, but by a tiny number of people. Real people don't listen to the same exact song thousands of times in a row, so it looks to Spotify like you were trying to trick them into paying royalties for fake listeners. Some may take issue with the thousands of times in a row part, though. Though, that has not stopped entire mass-produced insert name here birthday playlists from existing on Spotify as well. While suspect on the surface, much of this fake music was eventually traced back to actual people and studios unconnected to Spotify, many doing it, as said, under these assumed names to simply make money off Spotify or just put their music out there. Several of these identities were supposedly, according to news sources, traced back to two Swedish producers, Andreas Ramhand and Josef Sedlund, also known as Quiz and Larossi, a Swedish music duo, active since 1999, who are somewhat famous in Sweden and based out of Stockholm. They do not appear to have been, as originally accused, commissioned or contracted by Spotify to produce this music to fill the platform. One major producer of Spotify core, or sync music, of these fake artists is Firefly Entertainment, also based in Sweden. The company/studio appears is the keyword here, to make a majority of its profit from Spotify. Essentially making a massive profit off the market's Spotify playlists have established for mood, chill out, and lifestyle music. Since this background/sleep music is in demand, these fake artists continue to appear, even if they appear fake. It's not much different than how YouTube makes money, and thus the ecosystem is, or appears to be, dead. It's hard to tell if there's a real living person behind each profile sometimes. And who knows, with AI and computer generation, maybe sometimes there's not. Music Business Worldwide, by way of Dagens Nyheter, reported on the proliferation of fake artists. DN, Dagens Nyheter, also discovered, via the register of Swedish publishing body STIM, that music from over 500 of these fake artists have been created by just 20 songwriters. The publication says it even found one composer who is the creator of songs for no less than 62 fake artists on Spotify. His music is currently attracting 7.7 million listeners on the service each month. So who is listening to that music? Is anyone listening, or is this really radio nowhere? Many of these channels and fake artists have existed for years unremarked upon or undiscovered. These spam and algorithmic strategies are not new as shown by those ghost YouTube channels. If possible, perhaps, one day someone will find the legendary zeroth channel of these ghost YouTube channels. There is definitely more out there embedded in YouTube's sediment layers of spam. It is likely those codes are actually a full range. They go from 0 up to some abstract, unknown number. Could someone find them all one day? Possible if they haven't been purged. There is a sort of uncanniness to this all, though. Fake lyrics, stolen photos, and unreal artists suggest entire pillars of the music industry are illusions, if they haven't always been illusions after all. It is enjoyable to dig beneath the pillars of the world, though. Perhaps, among the shades, there is always something interesting in the underworld. I'd like to give a spam-filtered thank you to my supporter, the Gel Somini family.